Hello guys, welcome back to the class and welcome to INSECTECHS. I am Kiran Tirukovila, and in the previous class you have learned a reverse phone lookup. So in this class you are going to learn how to harvest the emails of a target company. It is essential for a hacker or a penetration tester to find email addresses related to your target company on which you are conducting a penetration testing. These email IDs can be used for social engineering, to enumerate information about mail servers and other various information gathering, and also to irritate the recipient of the email address so that he can accidentally spill out some information which turns out to be a crucial information while conducting penetration testing, which I called as a social engineering earlier. So let's start harvesting email addresses of a target company, and there are a couple of methods. We'll do it manually and we'll do it using some tools. Okay, so as you can see, I'm typing ethical hacking in double quotes, and I want to extract only Gmail addresses based on the keyword that is ethical hacking over here. Hit enter, and as you can see, we have results from the Google search. And scroll down, BB Joseph. So let me select and copy all the content over here. Copy, new tab, and let me type email extractor online. And as you can see, we have a couple of websites that gives or extracts email from the content. So let me open this one. Simply paste in this box and click on the extract emails, and as you can see, we have 8 emails extracted. These are the Gmails we have extracted based on the keyword, but instead of Gmail in the Google search, we can give a domain name like @insectechs.in, and you can give like a department name. Then you can actually extract email addresses related to that domain from the Google search. If you see in the image with the keyword AWS and @microsoft.com, which is a domain name, private domain name, I have extracted email address chballo@microsoft.com, and wonderfully we also got a phone number of Mr. Chris Ballau, who is employee at Microsoft company. Now we can also use this phone number for social engineering. So let me go back to the Google Chrome browser and modify the search keywords. And since I'm from Hyderabad, let me type my location name over here, Hyderabad. Hit enter, and boom. So we got a couple of email addresses again. Let me copy the content, paste over here, and click on extract emails. So we got now 6 email addresses. Back to browser, and let me scroll down so I can individually go page by page and extract email addresses related to my search terms. 9th page, again copy the content, paste and extract emails. Capture, crosswalks, verify. Now we got 5 email addresses. So this is a manual method basically to extract email addresses from a target domain and using some keywords. So in this example, ethical hacking is a keyword, Hyderabad location is a keyword, the target is a domain name, which is actually gmail.com is an example over here. So once more, let me change the target domain name. So I'll set INSECTECHS. Copy. So let me see if I can extract any email addresses of the target company INSECTECHS. So we have info@insectechs.in, fairly good enough. So this is a manual method and time-taking process. So in the Google search, how many pages will you crawl to extract all the email addresses of a target company? So it takes a lot of time, but we have a solution for the problem. We have a Kali Linux tools to extract emails from the target domain. But before that, let me show you in the Google search, passive email extractor Windows tools. As you can see down over here, we have a couple of websites or companies that helps you in extracting email addresses, basically called as email scraping or email harvesting. Of course, they charge you for these services. So let me click on this link, guru99.com. As you can see over here, best email extraction tools list, we have Hunter.io, GrowMe Organic. So these are used for actually lead generations. Hunter.io helps you to find email addresses in bulk, availability Chrome and Windows. So click on learn more. As you can see, this is a price chart and monthly and yearly plans. As you can see over here, click on the product drop down box and click on email finder. And as you can see over here, you can actually verify the emails that you have extracted manually in the earlier method that you have seen. Okay, because those emails can be outdated emails if they are from a private domain and can give you a bounce results. Email finder. So as you can see over here in this web page, we can enter full name and target domain company name .com or .in. Here we have three options: find email by company, email by name, and verify email. So let me click on find email by company. So enter domain name INSECTECHS.com. As you can see, missing token, please retry your request. Actually, I should log into the hunter.io. Now let me try once again. As you can see in the top right corner, I am under free plan. Now let me type my name, Kiran Tirukovela, INSECTECHS.in, and hit on find button. So let me wait for hunter.io to grab some email addresses. This is bad, no results. Let me go back once and try on Microsoft website, microsoft.com. Click on find email addresses. My god, you saved my life. So we have a couple of results over here, as you can see, and you can save email address as a lead. So this is not couple of email addresses. As you can see, we have massive list of email addresses, I guess 881 results for your search. But don't be under impression that all these email addresses are valid email addresses. They can be old email addresses and can give you a bounce results. So let me try one more example, ecouncil.org. Hit enter. As you can see, we have 97 results. Philip Blake at ecouncil.org, and this is a free plan. And there are some other companies, like as you can see over here, finder.io, that are providing you similar kind of services, email scraping. It is now time to move to your Kali machine. Type your password. Let me close this Chrome browser. So here we are going to learn couple of tools to extract email addresses, like the email harvester, profiler, as you can see over here. And people are using applications like this either on Windows or Kali Linux or Linux machines in order to escape from subscriptions or premium services that are given by example companies like hunter.io or finder.io, so on. So we will first look at the harvester tool, which is available in Kali Linux. Recently the repo has been added to Kali, and it can be used to extract email addresses, subdomains, open ports, banner information, that is service banner information, employees information, and all information that is available on public resources basically. And this tool has built using Python language. As said, this tool comes pre-installed with Kali Linux, but if you are using machine like Ubuntu, you can install this tool in your Ubuntu machine, and here I will show you how to install on Kali Linux, and the method is same for Ubuntu as well. Now let me open the terminal, but before that, once let me open the Chrome browser and let me type the harvester GitHub. As you can see, the first link, github.com, larmice the harvester, and from this link you can actually download the repository of the Harvester tool, or you can clone, or you can download the zip file, copy the link. And in order to install this tool on your Ubuntu machine, or even if you want to use on a Kali Linux machine, you must have API keys of following services, like as you can see over here, we have Hunter, GitHub, Fall Hunt, and so on. I will show you how to add these API keys before using the Harvester tool. As you can see over here, Harvester is simple to use. It is a Python tool designed to use during reconnaissance stage of a red team assessment or penetration testing. It is OSINT tool, that is open source intelligence tool, to determine external domains, external threat landscape. It helps in gathering names, emails, IPs, subdomains, and URLs using records that can be records or public resources that are available on internet. So let me copy the link once again and let me move to Kali machine, and in here I'll teach how to install the Harvester tool and also assign the API keys. But before that, let me show you where the tool is located on this machine, as it comes pre-installed under applications, under information gathering, OSINT analysis, and as you can see over here, the Harvester. And in order to install, use the command sudo apt install the Harvester, hit enter. As you can see over here, the Harvester is already newest version 4.4.3. It is already installed on my machine. But here this is a old method of installing the Harvester tool. Let me clear. Now let me type the command sudo git clone and paste the link that you have copied earlier. And at the end of the link, you have to type .git and hit enter. As you can see, the cloning is going on, cloning into the Harvester folder. Cloning is completed, and let me type ls. And as you can see, the folder, the Harvester over here. Let me move into the folder, cd the Harvester. Now let me type ls once again, hit enter. And these are all the files and folders that are inside the Harvester folder. And as you can see over here, requirements.txt, a text file, and you have to run this text file in order to achieve the requirements to run this application. But before running this requirements.txt file, you need to install pip. Pip is a package management system that is written in Python, which is actually used to install and manage Python based software or Python packages. Type sudo apt get install python 3 -pip and hit enter, reading the package list. As you can see, it's already installed on my machine, 0 upgrade and 0 newly installed. Now it is time to run the requirements.txt file in order to meet the requirements. So all packages will be installed. Sudo pip3 install -r requirements.txt, hit enter. As you can see, the packages are downloading onto your system, and it may take some time depending upon your internet speed. So grab a coffee. Now you can say successfully installed, and we have few warnings that you can actually ignore. Okay, now we can actually type ls once again. As you can see, there is a file named api-keys.yaml in which you have to set your API keys. So let me show you the file once. Sudo nano API keys YAML. As you can see over here, there are no API keys for any of these services. VirusTotal, Tumba, Shodan. Shodan is really important. I'll show you how to add Shodan API key over here, and also I will also add for GitHub, and also there is a separate class for Shodan in this course. Let me close the file, Control O, Control X. Let me move to my Shodan account. As you can see, account.shodan.io. As you can see over here, this is a API key. Copy down Shodan. You can see key, and here you can paste the key that you have copied from your account in Shodan. Control O, Control X. Now let me add the API key of GitHub into the Harvester tool as well. This is github.com, and I have logged into my account. I have copied the API key under settings, my account, and so here you can actually paste your GitHub API key. Control O, enter Control X. So this is the procedure to add API key for all the services that you can see over here, like Hunter, Fall Hunt, Criminal Lip, Census, and so on. Clear, hit enter, and now here in the terminal type sudo python 3 dot theHarvester.py. As you can see, the Harvester welcome banner, version 4.4.3, coded by Christian Torella. Pardon me if I pronounced it wrong way. And you can see the usage, the harvester.py, and you can apply the options in order to extract the information like D for domain, S for screenshot, and so on. Now sudo python 3, the harvester, -- help. And as you can see over here, these are all the options: H for help, D for domain, L for limit the search results, S to start. You can use proxy using option P Python, and so on. And finally B is source. Pointing to source is very much important, and sources, as you can see, are listed over here, like Anubis, Baidu, Bevigil, Bing, Brave, list over here, Criminal Lip, so on. At last you have VirusTotal, Yahoo, and Zoomai as well. And in this demonstration we are trying to gather the email addresses targeting the domain, so we can use -d option for domain, and we can limit the search using L and P for proxies, and you can use -s for Shodan in order to query to discover the host. And if we come down, you can use -f to save the results to XML file or a JSON file. So let me clear the screen once and get back to the command once again. Remove and type -d, and my company name or domain name is INSECTECHS.in, and L to limit the search 500, and source is -b Google. In this case I am using, and now hit enter. My god, invalid source. So let me type Bing, hit enter. Again invalid source. Why invalid source? The command is correct actually. So let me remove Google, Bing only, and hit enter. And as you can see, we don't have any invalid source now. Searching is going on, and searching results. Finally we have some results, but no IPs found, no emails found, no hosts found. God save me. But let me change the target domain name. Let me change the source as well. Instead of Bing, let me type all sources and get back to domain. Microsoft.com, enter. And as you can see, this is expected missing API keys for Bevigil, binary edge, because we have not mentioned API keys in the file, YAML file. We are missing Shodan and GitHub because we have mentioned those API keys. Searching in the Bing, searching Anubis, and searching is still going on. Meanwhile, let me go back to the Chrome browser, and in here, as you can see, profiler tool, again it is a GitHub link, and profiler is again once again OSINT tool, and the tool allows you to find the potential profiles of persons. Basically it tries to get social network profiles of a target person and their email addresses. And if you come down, you can see the installation part. It is similar to that of the Harvester. You can copy the to clone the repo, or you can actually download the zip file as well. Copy, and now let me go back to the terminal, or let me open my Terminator application while the search is still going on. As you can see here, you can see Terminator. Paste the link, sudo, type your password and hit enter. As you can see, cloning is going on, and what okay, GitHub is asking for your credentials, username and password. Username. Support for password authentication was removed on August 13th, 2021. Okay, no problem. Where there is a problem, there is a solution. So we can go to Firefox browser and we can directly download the zip file. Before that, I want to show you something over here. As you can see, these are the links. Copy the site dozer link, paste and hit enter. Wow, as you can see, these are all the subdomains of Microsoft.com. This is nothing but a subdomain enumeration. The next class is actually about enumerating or finding out the subdomain of a target domain. Now we actually got the subdomains of Microsoft.com, which is very huge. So let me go back and scroll up. We have IPs, a lot of IPs. Scroll up. We have subdomains which were not expected, as you can see over here once again in the terminal. And if you see over here, we have opened the link sitedozer.com, parent domain microsoft.com/501, but we have 601, 401, 301, 201 and 101. If we open the links one by one, we will get huge chunk of information. Okay, so let me copy this link 601 in a new tab, paste and hit enter. So as you can see, list of subdomains, but I don't know what subdomains or which subdomains are active and which subdomains are inactive. So dear guys, for bug bounters, this is very important information. So let me go to 301 page, and as you can see, once again we have a lot of subdomains over here. Let me also open technet.microsoft.com. So learn.microsoft.com English US. So URL redirection has taken place. Let me close this and minimize this. Let me go back to the terminal once again. As you can see, we have ASN, that is autonomous numbers. Scroll down and we have, interestingly, we have a lot of URLs. Interesting URLs, 27 found. And if we come down, we have 220 IPs related to Microsoft company has been found. These are 220 IPs, and they could be load balancers, they could be another IP address. And as you can see over here, again we have subdomain enumeration has taken place by the Harvester tool. So a lot of information. Scroll down completely. So as you can see, we have admin somewhere. Scroll up, academic. Nice. We have admin links like admin -UAT student partners, admin MS Connect, admin msite, as you can see over here. Scroll down. So interestingly, we have a lot of URLs related to admin. That could contain admin login pages as well, I think so. Maybe we have chances. So the harvester has successfully completed its job and gave cartload of information. So too much information means more work for a penetration tester. And let me try the same command on another domain, another target domain. So let me do some adjustments. ecouncil.org, hit enter. As you can see, missing API keys. Pull the terminate over here, and as you can see, the harvester has completed its job on the target domain ecouncil.org. Again, we have a lot of information like subdomain enumeration has done. So as you can see, a lot of subdomains, and we now have 4 email addresses found. This is the reason we have actually used this tool, the harvester, in order to find email addresses of a target domain. And now we have @email ecouncil.org, and we have also found a couple of IP addresses. Let me close the terminal now. So target achieved, that we have found email addresses of a target domain. Let me open the browser, Chrome browser, and this is a profiler tool. Now we are going to talk about profiler tool. Earlier we had a little introduction of this tool, that it is a OSINT tool that helps you to find potential profiles of a person on social networks, including their email addresses and so on. Now we have actually copied the URL a couple of minutes ago, and we have installed. No, let me copy once again, copy, and let me open the Terminator. Let me increase the font and adjust the size. Git clone and the link. The cloning of a profiler is going on. Type the username of GitHub. Again, we may get same error, that is, yes, the support for password authentication was removed on August. Now you can actually clone the profiler. You can actually copy and download the profiler directly onto your Kali machine. In order to do that, let me open the Firefox browser once. Paste the link over here. It will open the Git page, and as you can see, under code, we can download a zip file. Click on download zip. As you can see over here, download is finished, and you can see the zip file over here in the download section. Let me close it. Sign. You need to extract. Let me delete these files. Now you need to extract these contents of the zip file. Extract here. Okay. As you can see, we have a folder, profiler-main. Let me now rename the folder to profiler, and if I double click, you can see the contents. We have a folder, JSON file, license, and so on. Let me move in the terminal to downloads, cd downloads, and profiler ls, and these are all the list of files that you have seen earlier. Now let me type sudo chmod 777 setup.py in order to give the executable permissions to setup.py file. The color has changed. Now you can run the py file. As you can see, it was earlier white, now it is what you call green. Paste the command and sudo python3 setup.py and hit install and hit enter. So setup is going on, and let me clear the screen. Now I am in profiler folder under downloads, inside downloads I mean. Now let me execute the command python3 profiler.py. hyphen p, and p is the only option, and you have to give the uh, target keyword like INSECTECHS. In this case, this could be your name, like a username or a person name. And you can see we have a couple of email addresses like insectex@gmail.com, pinsectex@gmail.com, and so on. So we need actually profile links. Okay, as you can see, now we have a profile links from facebook.com/insectex, which is valid. Let me now copy the link, copy and come down. These are email addresses. So in the browser, we actually found the email addresses according to profiler tool. And if I paste Facebook INSECTECHS, as you can see, we have found out the profile page of this person, or in this case a keyword, that is a company name. So let me copy all this and save in a my workbook, where I'm actually saving all the results that are there. So let me fire the command once again. Now let me type my own name, -p Kiran Tirukovela. As you can see, we got a lot of email informations. All these are not true information. So let me scroll down, and we have actually found profile of Kiran Tirukovela, social networking profiles, as you can see. Thank you for watching the video, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel INSECTECHS.